Have you ever wondered why there's so many people who work very hard in their life and they never seem to get anywhere? They're always broke. They never really create wealth. They have even good jobs. We're not talking about people not having good jobs. They have good jobs, but they're broke. And what I mean by broke is if they lose the job or if they lose their source of income, they will start stressing out. They don't have enough financial cushion to just be free of worrying. And you have other people like Jeff Bezos, Elon Musk. They earn more than the country can produce in a year, some countries. And how is it possible that one man can earn more than 1,000, 100,000, a million people at the same time? But they have the same 24 hours, they have the same body, they have the same mind, they have the same brain. Don't get me wrong, they're smart, but they're not the smartest people on the world. You have smart people who are geniuses that are broke. This is what I want to talk to you about. I want to talk to you about if you want to create wealth or if you want to achieve any results in your life, you need to understand the 5 leverages that are very important to create wealth or to create any results. Maybe you want to succeed in, I don't know, you have to be a better manager just in your company, and you want better results. You need to understand those 5 leverages because one of them will help you achieve the results that you want. If you want to become an entrepreneur and want to win it without burning out, without stressing out all the time, without damaging your health, you need to understand those 5 leverages. That's what we're going to talk about today. My name is Arthur, and I really believe that freedom is what everyone wants and what everyone as well needs to make sure that they can design the life they truly want. And to get there, to get that freedom, you have to understand how to make enough money so you're not worrying about money anymore. So you have the freedom of mind to do whatever you want in this life so that you can create the life you want. That's what I'm basically passionate about. So I believe that entrepreneurship, I believe that investing are the 2 vehicles that will create enough financial security for you to create that life that you really desire, to design that life the way you desire, whatever you want to do. And myself, I really want to use that freedom to make an impact, to help people, to be a contributor in this life. And of course, I'm not saying that I'm going to do that. I'm going to be wealthy enough so that I don't worry about money anymore. Then I can focus on things that are really exciting me in this life. This is having the possibility to create things for other people, to actually contribute to this world. That's what I love. So let's come back to it. I want to share with you the 5 things that you have to understand and implement in your life to create massive results, to multiply your income, your result by 10. Let's start by that, by 10. The first thing that you need to understand, the first leverage in this life is how to leverage time of other people. Time of other people. You can use the time of other people to leverage your results, to multiply your results. That's what entrepreneurs do. You working for a company right now. If you do, they leverage your time. Why? Because one person is not able to achieve everything in the company. So they hire employees to do certain tasks. So those employees are using their own time. So the CEO of that company is leveraging the times of all the employees to achieve what they want to achieve. That's why Jeff Bezos is so rich, because by himself, no matter how smart it is, no matter how smart he is, he's not able to produce that much. But the employees are producing that much. That's how you leverage time of the people. Another great way of doing that is, let's say you have a task in your home, right? I'm going to get and use that example more and more. You're going to understand. You want someone to clean your house, right? And you need to clean your house. So it's Sunday and you're at home and you decide to clean the house. It takes you 4 hours. So you're using your time to do that. But instead, you can actually hire someone to do that for you. Those 4 hours, you can use the 4 hours to do another thing and pay the cleaner to clean the house. That's how you leverage time. And why will you do that? Why will you use leverages like this one? But if you leverage that time, you can actually rest. So you're going to have a more productive week with the week ahead. If you're an entrepreneur, you can actually work instead of cleaning. So what's going to happen if you do that? Let's say you pay 10,000, not 10,000, I'm going crazy here. Let's say you're paying $10 an hour to clean the house. So it's 4 hours with $40. And in 4 hours, you produce and you sell $1,000 of goods. Imagine. So basically, instead of spending that for those 4 hours, you're basically earning $1,000 and you're spending $40. That's how leveraging time or other types of leverages are really important. That's how you create wealth, because you're always thinking every single time, every single hour, you're always having those decisions to take between two activities. How much this one is gonna cost me and how much will I earn? You do the same here. You weigh the things and you decide to do what is bringing you more money, or at least what is bringing you more fulfillment. Because the rewards, the wealth is not only about money, it's also about the happiness that you have, the fulfillment that it brings you. So if you love to clean houses and it makes you happy and it's your way to relax, then do it, of course. But if it's not your way to relax, please, that money, you can earn a lot more if you know how to earn money. That's why you will leverage time. But time of other people is so important. If you don't understand that, you will never going to be able to grow a company and to earn high. You won't be able to create true wealth if you don't leverage time of other people. The second leverage that is really important in this life is the money of others. How can you leverage money of others? Let's say you want to buy a house because you want to rent that house. You don't have $200,000 in your bank account, but you go and get a loan and the bank is giving you $200,000. The money that is in the bank is not your money, it's the money of others. More people are saving money in those banks, and that's why it's enabling the bank to give you a loan. So you're using that loan to actually create more wealth, because you're going to rent that house, you're going to have a certain profitability. And let's say you have 3% interest rates on your loan and your house with the rent is profitable by 12%. What does it mean? It means that you, by using money of other people, you've actually created 9% of net profit. So you're creating wealth out of nothing, just out of your brain. So if you understand those concepts, you can start thinking a different way. As I told you, it's always a decision between two options. Which one is going to bring me more? Then I want to do it. Which one's going to bring me more? Then I'm going to do it. So that's how you're going to leverage money of others. And even if you're an employee, right, you can do that. You can use those strategies to actually create wealth for yourself. But let's say you're an entrepreneur. Then you get a loan. You're not going to spend your own hard money. You're going to use a bit of your money, but not all of it, because you need to make sure that you have some savings in case something happens. You get a loan, and if you're getting profit from your company at 20%, 30%, and your loan is 5%, you're getting 15%, 25% net profit. You're creating wealth using the money of others. You have to understand this concept, and you have to start applying right now in every single day of your life. It always comes down to that decision between two options, and which one is giving me more. And more, as I told you, it's not only about money, it's also about fulfillment. Because if you think about your family, you have decisions to take, right? You might decide not to work, but spend time with your family, because that time is more fulfilling than that work, even if that work is paying you more money. That's how you take decisions. Everything in life is about taking decisions and taking the right decisions. And to take the right decisions, you have to have a certain way of taking decision. You have to have a method a proven method, and that's the way to always make the decision. That's how I make decisions. You always weigh, the benefits and the costs. So the third thing that I wanted to share with you is, how can you leverage technology? So let's say you're basically a digital business owner, like you have a business and you don't need to have employees to start and run a business and to be profitable running a business. You can actually use technology. That's what Uber is using. That's what Amazon is using. I used to work for Amazon, and the competitive advantage is the AI software that is used in fulfillment centers. That's how they're so fast. That's why they're able to crunch all those data, millions of people on that website, and they're still able, to bring you the right product at the right time. And you have one-day delivery, you have same-day delivery. Because they're using that technology, they're leveraging that technology. Yourself as well, you can leverage that technology. That's what you do every time. Like, you're using computers. If you had to write manually, you won't be that fast. And you'll be tired at some point. But when you use the computers, you're actually writing a lot faster. You're actually making presentations a lot easier. You have a visual, like PowerPoint presentation. So you are leveraging technology every time. So how can you leverage technology to create wealth? You build a digital business. You're selling online. Everything you're using to acquire customers, like Facebook, Instagram, all those systems, the tools, the system that will analyze the sales, everything is technology. And you also can use technology so that you can sell when you are sleeping. What's happening is that you have a website, that's technology. Then on that website, you have a way for customers to pay. You have that, bank system card, like it's on the website. So you can actually show your ads or show your videos in front of your customers. It's automatic. You set up the system and it's done. And the customer is looking at your ad, he likes your product, he pays for your products, and you're sleeping. I'm in France, my customers are in the US. That's what I'm using every day. And without technology, I wouldn't be able to run my online business because I don't have that much time. I'm not spending 10 hours, 12 hours a day working on my business, but I'm still selling products. I'm just selling services because I'm using technology, digital technology. They leverage digital technology to be able to sell without spending all my time on repetitive tasks. That's how you can leverage technology. Companies are doing that. Robots, they use robots in warehouses. They use robots in factories instead of humans. That's how the robots can work 24 hours a day. Humans can't do that. That's also a reason that you need to understand technology. Why? Because you will certainly lose your job in a certain time in the future if you don't realize that you need to adapt. And if you have to adapt, you need first to understand the impact of technology in the workplace. And the second phase will be to learn how to harness it, which is very important. Harness the technology so that you can actually leverage that technology to create wealth for yourself. Build companies, build online businesses, build shops online. Or take a factory and you don't need to hire people. You buy a robot that will basically produce the goods that you want to produce. That's how you leverage technology. That's how you leverage technology to create wealth. The fourth thing that I wanted to share with you today, it's also very important, is how do you leverage the expertise of others? And that's what all the companies are doing. That's what all entrepreneurs are doing. When you have a team, in your team, people have different expertise. So you're not a legal person, you're not a marketing person, you're not an operations person. Maybe you are a finance person, but then you run a company. So you need other expertise so that they can actually help you get the result that you want, because you want and you need all the expertise that you can find. Jeff Bezos is not a lawyer, but he's got his lawyers working for him when he needs it. Jeff Bezos is not a marketer, but he's got his marketers when he needs them. And it's going to be the same for you. If you run a team in your company, you will need different expertise in your team. You won't be able to do everything yourself. And this is why So many people fail in business sometimes, or they fail even in, climbing the corporate ladder. They don't understand that they need to be good at finding that right expertise and managing that right expertise instead of acquiring that right expertise. You need to understand the skills that you need to acquire so that you can manage the expertise and leverage the expertise the right way. That's how you can multiply your result by 10, 100, 1,000, because you get people who know the stuff to do that. And that's how you also fasten the process in everything you do. Everything you do, if you learn and understand that you cannot do everything, that's even the only way to basically become wealthy and become happy. I know a specific entrepreneur, like an online, it's more like a digital business owner, and he's doing everything. He's trying to do everything. He never has time. He's not enjoying life. But he's obsessed by that. Why? Because he's thinking about the money he will spend. And I want to regress a bit here. I want to talk to you about offensive business model and defensive business model. What I mean by that is when you're defensive, what you're thinking about is reducing cost. In your life, when you're defensive, you're reducing your expenses. You don't think about earning more money. You're reducing your expenses. And how do you create wealth? Wealth is the difference between what you earn and what you spend. So if you earn the same thing, if you want to create wealth, what are you doing? You reduce your expenses. But it's never going to make you happy. That's the thing as well. And so you're reducing your fulfillment. So as I told you, wealth is not only about money, it's also fulfillment, happiness. So if you're reducing your value, you're reducing your fulfillment. So that's not a good strategy. The best strategy is offensive. Entrepreneurs, being an offensive person is so looking at how you can earn more money. So your expenses are there. You don't reduce them because you already optimized them, and you increase your earnings. That's being offensive. And in this digital world, with this crisis we're going on, it's even more important to be that way because, first of all, morale is already low, right? And if you keep reducing, you might go crazy. You might be stressed out and even start having some diseases out of your stress. So you need to be relaxed and focus on how can I make more money with the opportunities that are coming with the crisis, because the crisis always have opportunities. So that's how you can leverage the expertise of other people to create that wealth. The final thing that I wanted to share with you, and you're probably doing it without even knowing it, it's how to leverage the experience of other people. When you read a book, what you're basically doing is you are learning from the experience of the author of that book. When you have a mentor, you are tapping into the experience of that mentor. When you hire a coach because you want to start an online business and you need a mentor who will give you the steps so that you minimize your risks, so that you start with the right approach, so that you make your business profitable as soon as possible, and not doing like a lot of people are doing, like they tell you that they earn 100K a year, but actually they spend 150K a year, so they don't make any profits. You will learn how to make right profits the right way when you will find the people who are focused on making profits. I am focusing on making profits. I made a mistake 2 years ago when I started my business, and now I'm not making that mistakes anymore. Profits are the keys, not income. Profits. That's what the business is to make profit. So if you leverage the experience of other people, like a mentor, like a book, you will create wealth. You will fasten the process of creating that wealth because you will learn from the mistakes and you will avoid the mistakes that you will learn from them. This is a powerful thing. So some people want to start a business. Some people want to even become managers. They want to get to the top of the companies, but they're not willing to learn from other people. They're not humble enough to understand that they need someone to teach them what they don't know, so that they avoid the mistakes that that person has done in the past. Some people, because they're just stingy. And if we come back to what I told you, it's a decision, right? let's say you want to start a business. You don't know how to do it, or you know how to do it because you watch videos on YouTube, but actually you don't know how to implement it. You don't understand the psychology behind the business. You don't understand the mechanics of the business. You don't understand. You know because you heard of it, but you don't understand how to apply the mechanics. And you decide, I want to have someone helping me. And that person is charging you $10,000. And you will say, oh, I can start for free because I'm not going to spend that, or I can spend $10,000. You're talking about costs here. And I told you, you have to be offensive. So let's talk about how much you will gain. With $0 like spent, you might make some sales, but you likely fail. Especially now, because it's very competitive now. It's not like before, 10 years ago. And here, $10,000, and the person is helping you making 100K with 50K profits. Once put it that way, what will you choose? I will choose this one. Time and time and time and time again. That's how you leverage the experience of others to create wealth. And it's the same if you want to make a decision about spending time with your family. That's fulfillment. Spending time with your friends. Spending time doing what you love. You always think like that, like experience of others. I want to spend time with my family. Go and do a trip in a country. Let's say I want to go to Barbados. I'm going to go and talk to a friend who went to Barbados. I'm going to find reviews on the internet. Because those people have experience being there, so they can basically make me avoid the shitty hotels or the shitty places to visit so that my family will be secure. That's how you leverage experience of others. So I really hope that you understand now the concept of leveraging in your life. For me, it was a game changer, because now when I need to clean on Sunday, I don't have, even if I don't have that money, especially a few years back when I was struggling even more, I was still understanding that I have to find a cleaner. That is maybe the cheapest one, but I have to find a cleaner so that my wife, myself, we can rest, so that I can work on business, so that I can work on building our fortune with my family, instead of spending 4 hours cleaning that house completely. Those are the little things that will change your world. You will be more offensive, be more focused on producing fulfillment, producing money, wealth. So I hope you got something out of it. And if you really want to get more and more of these videos, you can subscribe and even send me a comment, like hit the notification button, send me a comment, subscribe, and you will get more and more videos like this where I try to share my perspective. I try to share my passion on those things, because I believe everyone is entitled to freedom so that they can live the life they truly want. So freedom starts with financial independence and financial freedom. I'll talk to you in another video. Until then, take care. Bye-bye.